Hello. Yes, today is 6th of November 2018, and we want to look at the market overview for whatever we expect today. So if you can remember, for the better parts of this week, from last week on the first day of November, we were focusing so much on the monthly chart. We've been looking at what we expect to happen this month, and then we looked at GBP/USD monthly basis, and then Euro/USD also monthly basis. USD/JPY we also had monthly basis, and then we also looked at SP500 on the monthly basis. Then gold also we looked at from the monthly point of view, and then we also had Brent oil, which we also looked at on the monthly point of view. So today we want to focus on what will happen today. We already know what will happen on the monthly basis. If you've been following, we've looked at everything that we expect for this month for these three pairs, and then for the remaining three symbols we looked at Euro/USD, and then we also had GBP/USD, then we had USD/JPY, and then we also looked at SP500, gold, and then the last one was Brent oil. So today we are focusing on what you expect to happen today, and that means we'll go to lesser time frames, like this is Euro/USD. You can remember yesterday we said that on the monthly basis, should the price break above 1.1558, then that will be the best place you are going to buy from. But then as it is at the moment, you are actually looking for a sell position from 1.1458. So because we want to look at the daily chart, we start from the daily point of view, then we draw our lines clearly, then we'll use an indicator on this, or we did that indicator, moving average, and then you also have the MACD indicator. So far these two are pointing downwards. We have price being below the moving average. Sorry, let's delete this. We also delete that. We have the column. These are the columns of MACD. We have this arrow, this long bar. These are the columns of MACD. We have them being below 0.00, and then the price is now below the moving average, which is a dynamic, should be a dynamic resistance now, is below where price is at the moment. So the best we can do now is to look for a key line on this chart. We have this level being a key place. It was used as a support here, then price went below it, went above, then again below, then you have this small candle. So price, because of this pin bar pointing upwards, price should come up to this place before eventually going downwards. So what we expect is something like this, like that, before we proceed downwards, like that. So this is what we expect to happen on this chart. Price should come up and then should proceed downwards, and then there's something which we must not forget, that there is a pin bar pointing upwards on this chart, which is this. So we need to write that on the daily chart. On the daily chart, we have, so this is what we are looking at. We want the price based on this pin bar, whatever we're seeing, this pin bar, the previous day's pin bar, we expect the price to spike up towards 1.1473, where we are going to look for a sell to the lower side. So on the daily, for our chart, we need also to delete this, then to delete that, and we want to minimize it to see widely. So on the 4-hour chart, we have this line holding, that line, and then we also have this line here holding. So this is a sell place. We have a support, a support, a support here. Price went below it, came back to the same place, went down, came back to the same place, went down, and should come back to the same place. Then we are going to sell it. So this is a perfect sell. This is a break below, a retracement, then down, then a retracement, down, then a retracement, and you're supposed to continue short. So we are waiting for it to mature on the daily chart so that we sell it. So should the daily chart give you a sell signal, then that will be the best time that the 4-hour chart will probably be maturing for a sell. So we need to say that on the 4-hour chart we are looking at a sell. So on the 4-hour chart we are looking for a sell from this zone towards 1.1304, and therefore we recommend that recommendation the next one is GBPUSD, which is here. So there's nothing we are changing so much in this pair. We still have our lines here holding. We still have this resistance line broken, price came back to the same place, we went up, we came back to the same place, then we went up again, and then we came back to the same place. So we actually bought it here, we sold it somewhere based on this pin bar, and we left that trade to run up to this support, and we got out, we still bought it, and we are now heading towards where we actually got out. This was as a take profit place yesterday. So you can remember, based on the monthly chart, we said that this was a sell. We said that this was a good sell somewhere here. On the monthly chart, this is a sell. So now where we are now, we are focusing on a sell from 1.3073, and then with that sell position we are going to have our take profit at 1.2718. And since we are focusing on the daily chart, we go to the daily, and then we expand this chart like this. Then you can remember last week we actually drew a line at this point. We drew a line at this point, and then when price went below this line, we said that you place a pending sell limit from 1.3085, and then your stop loss should be right above this place. So price has technically come back to the same place where we sold it from. So you're looking at a daily chart, then this could be the best place to look for that sell place, 1.3085, somewhere around this point. So we need to say that you're looking at GBPUSD daily, we are looking at a sell from 1.3085, although the previous day's candle was a bearish pin bar, a bullish pin bar candle. We are still looking at a sell from this point, 1.3085, to the lower side. And that is that for GBPUSD. We now go to the next one, which is USD JPY. So it should be somewhere here. We looked at it yesterday. Should be here. So if you can remember yesterday, we actually said that this is a dynamic support. This is an envelope, is an indicator, basically a trend indicator. And then we said that as long as this dynamic support holds the price to the upper side, we are looking for a buy position. So from last week we've been on a buy position from this point. We bought it from this point, from 1178.2, and we are still holding on to that buy position with our take profit at 114.03. And then should the price ascend beyond this line, 114.033, then we'll wait for a retracement, something like this, then we buy it upwards, something like this. This is what we are waiting for. So price should break above, come back to the same place, then proceed upwards towards 117.958. That's what you are looking at. You need to say that if you have USD JPY, then remain long with your take profit. But this is what we expect. We still expect a move upwards. We are still basically upwards on this, and there's nothing to be added much on this one other than the fact that we remain long, and you want to check it on the lesser time frame to see if we have anything. USD JPY, we should have it somewhere here, there, on our chart. then 4 hours, nothing much. So on the 4 hours, actually there's a sell. Potentially we have a sell. We have a sell somewhere here. We are looking at a possible case where we are supposed to be looking for a sell. We have a sell here. We have a place there. Then we also have a place here. And then we can say that this was a support. Price broke below it, came back up, same place, same place, same place, same place, same place, and we're supposed to sell from. So we know that this is a sell here, but then since weekly and monthly are showing us a buy, the best we should be doing is to wait for price to clearly ascend beyond that zone, then should retrace back, then we'll buy it upwards with our take profit somewhere here. So what that means is simple. Although we are seeing a sell at the moment on the 4 hours, the best we should do is to wait for price to come up to this place, then it should try coming back again to this zone 113.37, then we buy it upwards towards 114.52, which is here. So with that, we need to say that on the 4 hour chart, wait for a break above 113.37, then pick a long position, towards 114.52. As we will just explain now, that we expect the price to break above, then should come back to the same place, then we buy it upwards. So even if I was to add this indicator, which is we have an envelope here, trend indicator envelope is still below where price is now, and then we also want to add another indicator. The bars of MACD are also above 0.00, so all these are pointing the same direction, which is upwards, and therefore we're supposed to be looking for an upward position, especially if the price can break beyond this zone here, the one I'm currently circling. So that is that for USDJPY. We now proceed to the next one, which is SP500. So SP500, you can remember, without us loading it even, we said that this is supposed to be going upwards. We recommended that on the monthly chart we're supposed to be going upwards, but then we have this big engulfing candle pointing downwards. So we said, if you can remember, that this is basically a retracement and should extend down like this before eventually heading upwards like this. That is what we said. We said that the price should come down, then retrace upward, something like this. So what this means is simple, that if you are looking for a trade at the moment, then you had better be looking for a sell towards 2633.5, which is also a very good buy place towards 2976.7. So that is something we need to write down, that SP500, on gold we have a support here, then a support, then price broke below it, came back to the same place, went down, then came back to the same place. So we are seeing something like this. We are seeing this place where this thing is forming some rectangular formation. We have this being the bottom and then this being the diagonal line. So what we expect to happen is this: the price should come down, then it should try coming up again upwards, probably to this line like that, then should proceed downwards like that. So we'll be waiting for a sell somewhere here, and then with our take profit somewhere there. So the best we say now is that you should sell gold now. We recommend that sell gold within that zone, within this zone, then there, take profit at 1161.5. Brent, now we have a resistance, then somehow a resistance, although it didn't hit it, we may want to do it like that. So a resistance, price broke above it, came back to the same place, went up, came back to the same place, then went extensively up. Then we now expect, based on the previous day's pin bar, this pin bar here, we expect a scenario like this. The price should come down like that, then should proceed upward from that point, something like that. Or should the price break below like that, then we wait for price to come back to the same place, then we sell it downwards like this. So these are the two scenarios we expect on this. We either wait for a buy here or we wait for a sell. So the most important thing to say now is that we have a bearish pin bar. We have a bearish pin bar. So we recommend sell Brent oil. So far we've looked at all the pairs. We have Euro USD, we have GBP USD, we have USD, then we have SP 500, we have gold, and then we have Brent oil. All of them are now fully covered. So that should be